Yo, what's up? It's your boy Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Legends never die, they stay in our hearts. If you want to support us, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also you can come down here and hit the join button under the video or in our channel section. And you can also join our Patreon, patreon.com/currency365. And we also have Cash App and also PayPal for supports if you want to sow some seeds. Peace out. God bless. Enjoy the video and keep the movement going. Legends. Bye. All right, all right. Welcome back to Currency 365. Hope you guys are doing well. All right, so let's take a look at GALA games. And let me give you my GALA games 2024 top price. All right. So the symbol is GALA, right? So it's GALA games, but it's or you can just say GALA. I guess they're called GALA now. I'm not sure if they didn't they used to be called GALA games? I guess they're just now GALA. Okay. So that's interesting. Now, for you guys that don't know, GALA is one of the biggest, it's probably the biggest gaming crypto on the planet. It is in the top 100, barely though, number 99 now. Um, but there was some lawsuits that came out last year between both CEOs or CEO and a CFO, I guess, were both suing each other. And so that was interesting. I think $100 million lawsuits against each other, and so that was really, I don't know where that's gone and how far or that dropped. I don't know. They had something dropped. I think something with the SEC was dropped. So that was good. That was a good sign. And then recently they dropped some content creators, including Classy Crypto was dropped from GALA as well. And I guess they were explaining that they don't want content creators or influencers that speak on other plays like other like meme coins and stuff like that. I guess they just want it. I guess they just want influencers that mainly focus on Gala and nothing else. So I think so. If they're gonna pay you, they only want you to basically talk about Gala, right? And so Classy was talking about other games and other meme plays, and they didn't want to pay people like that anymore. So him and a bunch of other people were dropped from Gala as sponsors, and because of that. All right, so that's what's happened with Gala since. I'm not really familiar with their gaming and with their games and things like that, but some of you guys are, right? Some of you guys are probably playing heavy into Gala games and what they do on that front. But I'm just not in. I don't know anything about their game. I don't know what is the hottest game. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully they're making money on their games somehow, right? Because the games are not helping the token perform, right? So hopefully, and that's because maybe we're sitting in we're still not in the full blown bull cycle yet. You see what happened last bull cycle, but and so maybe that's the problem, maybe that's the reason. But you would think that if they got a bunch of games and you have to pay for some of these games, you would think that it would affect the price and to the upside positively. But I don't think you have to pay for these games. I think people can play these games without having to pay for them, and so maybe that's why. And if that's true, then you need to put advertisements. You need to be able to put make a way to make a way to make money on these games, right? If you're gonna have games out, at least put some AdSense ads on around the games. Put some ads, some quick commercials on the games. Do something. Have people be able to go in the game and purchase things, weapons and all that in the game. So maybe that's what you can do. The game is free, but then you can purchase a whole bunch of stuff in the games. If you want extra swords and extra guns and extra stuff, you can purchase that stuff in the game, right? As you play the game. So maybe that's how you do it. Maybe that's how they're doing it that way. And I don't know where the money's going though, because you can see the token that they've left. The token has been left to die, right? So, and that this is how all most tokens look right now, because most developers have left their tokens to die, right? And unfortunately, we have this myth where, because it's a bear cycle, we believe that we don't have to build anymore. We can just literally just sit here. We can just literally just wait it out and wait for the bull cycle again. But I don't think Gala's doing that. Gala's put out some games in the bear cycle. It's just the chart looks terrible, and then they've had the lawsuits, and they dropped some sponsors and things like that. And so, but you can see the chart here, right? Okay, so all time they're up 1,450. And today, market cap, they're up 2%, down volume 2%, 2.6% in volume. So they're doing about 33 million in volume, which is fine for, which is, really good for top 100 coin. It's okay. It's not great, but it's really good, right? I mean, it's still good. It's, you're number 99. You're doing 33 million in volume. That's okay, right? That's above average, you would think. Okay. And then it has 27 billion tokens in circulation. So they really did do some dumping there with their circulating supply. And maybe that's what the lawsuits are about. You know what I mean? You made 100 million. You made 100 million. Okay. And so they were dumping on the popularity of Gala, right? And then you have total supply. They don't have no max supply. So we're getting a lot of these tokens top 100 with no max supply, which is kind of worrying, because there's a lot of tokens out already. To not have a max supply of like 30 billion means that, in the near future, next 3, 4, 5 years, they could be dumping another 10, 15, 20, $30 billion. I mean, a billion tokens onto circulating supply by creating more, minting more tokens. So their minting is not has they can mint more tokens. So without a max supply, you can mint more tokens out of thin air, right? And so I'm pretty sure they're gonna mint more tokens in the next bull cycle, right? So when we peak out of this next bull cycle in 2025, don't be surprised if Gala goes from 27 billion to, let's say, 40 billion, right? Because they printed money and they're paying all, and the dev teams are getting paid, right? So, and the CEO is getting paid. And so the next bull cycle, they go up, they go crazy, and and they go into the dollars, and they're at the review. They're at $2 to $5 range in 2025, because that is my range for them. $2 to $5. I think 1 cent's definitely easy for them. They're already at 2 cents now. I mean, 2 cents to $1 is not hard. I mean, not easy to do, but it's not hard either in the bull cycle. So I'm gonna say, $2 to $5 in 2025. Expect Gala to mint a whole bunch of tokens, and the CEO and the dev teams to really want to cash out here, right? So just like they did here, right? So, but look how straight up this wave three was. Man, that was incredible, right? I mean, that was insane. And that might have been a wave. That technically this should not be a five. But this does look five wave this year, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I mean? Dang, if that's a five, that was insane. I don't think that can't. That has to be a three. This has to be a 1, 2, 3, and then somewhere in here is a 4, 5, and so that we can't see a double top there, right? So it might have been 4, 5, and then the five is a little bit higher, or it could have been, because we're looking at the all chart. It could have been a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It really could have, right? Um, and you can't tell how high five is going to go when it's climaxing in a yearly chart, right? So in an all-time chart, excuse me. So fives are usually supposed to just be double, maybe double of three, but when you're climaxing, and then you don't have no clue. It could go to levels you never seen before, right? So so on the Elliott wave pattern, yeah, it's not supposed to go that high, but on the climax of a five in a bull cycle, you can't, you don't know. So yeah, this probably is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this five is way up there, right? So that five went completely nuts, right? Um, And then you get the A, then you get the big A B C correction, right, all the way down. That was brutal, right? Very brutal. All right, so but saying all that, they only have a $600 million market cap. So I mean, they're undervalued, right? They're the number one gaming crypto. Now, of course, the gaming sector of crypto is dead right now, but and it was on fire a couple years ago back here, right? It was on fire here, so it's not on fire yet. So when it comes back on fire, just like the NFTs, everything has a season. So AI is on fire right now. Then we're gonna go back to gaming and NFTs. Right? They're gonna have their time to shine at some point in this next bull cycle between now and 2026. We're gonna see NFTs and gaming come back, trend again. It might only last for 3 months, but they'll come back, and these things are gonna pump. Right? So my price for Gala for the 2024 top price is 25 cents. I think Gala can get back. It doesn't move fast except for bull cycles, of course, and when gaming was going completely nuts. But and then they had way less tokens in circulation as well back here than they do now. So I'm thinking 25 cents for Gala is going to be the top price of this year. Let's get to that price right now. There it is. 25 cents. Somewhere around this area, that 25 cents. I think with Gala can get to about 20 to 25 cents and top price 25 cents for this year. And which is a really good year. 10x on the year. And then next year, that $2 to $5 range in 2025. Okay. 2024, 25 cents, 20 to 25 cents, top price 25 cents. And then 2025, I'm looking for $2 to $5 on Gala. All right. As long as they stay okay, because they've been having some problems, right? So first they had a problem with the lawsuits, then they had a problem with dropping influencers. So as long as they don't do anything stupid anymore, and they just stay steady status quo and bring out good games for people to review and play and things like that. And they find some way to start. I'm not gonna say find some way to burn tokens because they don't have a max supply, so there'll be kind of a waste of time if your minting print if your printer is still on, your minting printer is still on. There's no reason to be burning tokens, I guess. So, but maybe they can find a way to lock up tokens and reduce the circulating supply a little bit, but I don't think they care about that. I think they realize that the market cap's only 600 million, and most tokens in this next bull cycle, most altcoins are in the top 100 are probably going to be able to reach that 100 billion mark. And so, if you can get to that 100 billion mark, that 50 to 100 billion mark, these guys are so far off of that. So I don't think they really care. So 10x from here is 6 billion market cap. That's nothing, right? So and then 10x and then 100x is only a 60 billion. So they're right on track for in that $60 billion range, right? And so between 60 billion and 100 billion, they should be able to reach that without even doing anything to their token supply. So I think they're in good position for that. And so let's see what happens. 25 cents top price for Gala. And then 2025, I got $2 to $5. Peace out. God bless. See you guys next week.